Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, September 16th, 2023, and I am here at the Raritan River, and I am trying something a little bit different today. I got my fly rod here, and I got this popping bug tied on, and I'm gonna see if I can't score some smallies on some topwater poppers. I'm counting on the lowering water temperatures to make these fish a little bit more active. The river's been very hot and very low for most of the year, so I'm hoping the change in conditions will turn these fish on and have them looking skyward for an easy meal. Oh, you see that? I don't know if that was a smallmouth, but that was definitely a hit. Went ahead and hooked myself again. It's probably going to happen quite a bit today since I'm still pretty much a novice with the fly rod. Oh, there it was again. I think that's a sunfish. That looks like a sunfish, but I could be wrong. Again. Yeah, I think it's a sunfish. Or at the very least, it is a very small fish. I don't think I'm gonna waste much more time on it. Look at this mess. God, I am so uncoordinated when it comes to fly fishing. If I tied on a smaller popping bug, I might be able to get them, but I'm not really after what I think are sunfish out there. As a matter of fact, I tied on the bigger popping bugs specifically for smallmouths, because I wanted to weed out all the little sunfish that I knew would be pecking at it. Well guys, so far, besides a couple of sunfish, I have not gotten any hits. And I'm thinking because we got some bright skies today, which pisses me off because weatherman said it was supposed to be overcast until later this afternoon. Maybe these fish might be a little bit line shy since we got clear water. So I lengthened my leader by a few feet. So I'm hoping that makes a difference. Is that a good thing? Is that something that smart fly fishermen do? Do I sound like I know what I'm doing? Because I can assure you, I do not. There we go, fish on. First cast with the longer leader. And it looks like it is a smallmouth. Or no, wait, is it? No, it's a sunfish. He's flying like a smallmouth though. All right, well, it's not what I'm after, but it's fish number one. Hooked him in the side of the face. Okay, well, it's a start. I'll take it. Oh, that looked like a sunfish too. Maybe a nice sized one, but don't think it was a smallmouth. There we go, fish on. That feels nicer. That looks like a smallmouth to me. Wow, he's really pulling on this fly rod. There we go. Come on, buddy. I don't think I need the net for this dude. Alrighty, here we go. River smallmouth on the fly. Wow, look at the colors on that one. That's a gorgeous fish. Nice. All right, let's let that one go. Okay, mission accomplished. Smallmouth on the fly. There we go. That looks like a smallmouth. Oh yeah, that's a smallie. Not a bad size either. He's bigger than the last one. Actually, he might be bigger than I thought. I mean, he's not huge, but that's a solid fish. Yep. He's not ready to come in yet. Let's get this guy in here. I'm gonna put this guy in the net. Yeah, that's a respectable smallmouth, and on a fly rod no less. Look at that. That's definitely over a pound. Huh. All right. Nice Raritan River bronzeback on the popping bug. There she goes. There we go. There's another smallmouth. Not very big. Well, as soon as I switched to the smaller leader, or the longer leader I should say, I was getting a lot more hits, including from the target species. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or if it's just the fact that I came upon a bunch of them in this hole, but whatever it is, it's resulting in more fish. And I like it. There we go. What is this? Looks like another sunfish. Yep. Yep, it is. All right. It's action, but not what I want. Oh, jeez. I was sleeping on that one. I deserved to miss that fish. Fortunately, I don't think it was very big. There we go. Looks like a little smallmouth. He doesn't think he's little. All right, I'll just skate him in here. All right. Another one on the popping bug. There we go. That looks like another sunfish. Yep, it is. Well, I said I tied on that bigger popper to avoid the sunfish, but looks like some of them still cram it into their mouths anyway. There we go. This might be another sunfish. Nope, smallie. Not a big one. Oh, and there's one following him too. All right, let's bring him up here. Oh, don't get tangled in all that stuff, buddy. Alrighty, back he goes. Well guys, I fished through this hole twice, so I think I've gotten just about all I'm gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna pull up and head over to another spot upstream. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. All right guys, here we are at spot number 2. And I think I should mention that as I was leaving the first spot, disaster struck. Or rather, I should say, stupidity struck, which resulted in disaster. So I did the old classic lean the pole against the car with the intent of breaking it down and putting it in the back. But I kind of skipped that last step, and when I went to back out, I ran it over. And I can tell that there's some damage down here right by the first ferrule, but I can't tell if that's just like the clear coat or if that goes down into the fiberglass. So if this fishing rod happens to break in the middle of a cast or in the middle of fighting a fish, just know that I absolutely deserve it. Silver lining, I have been considering getting a new fly rod anyway, so if anybody has any suggestions for what I might want to buy, feel free to leave those in the comments. Oh, fish on. Little fish. Looks like a sunny. Yep, sunfish. Big carp right there. Seen a few of those swimming around. And it is giving me an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it is an idea. Well guys, I decided to tie on this little beadhead nymph, and I am gonna use it to see if I can get one of these carp. This is the kind of stuff that they actually eat. They root around in the mud, and they root up little guys like this, like the little larva, the little shrimp, and that's what they eat. So maybe, that's a big maybe, but maybe. Boy, if I hang one of these big carp on this little fly rod, my goodness. I have a feeling it won't end well, but for a few seconds, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. All right, guys, long story short, that carp fishing thing didn't work out, and the smallmouth fishing wasn't any better. So I left that last spot and I came here. And I've got maybe an hour and a half of daylight left, so this is where I am going to make my last stand. I hope the waning daylight will produce some hungry smallmouths. Oh! That was a hit. That's a decent smallmouth right there. Wow. This is for sure going to test out the crack in my fishing rod. All right, whoa. Let me bring him into the shallower water here, get him in the net. He might not be as big as I thought he was, but he's definitely still a nice fish. Doesn't much care for giving up either. All right. There we go. Yeah, he's not as big as I thought. I thought this thing was a 2-pounder. I doubt he'd even break 1 pound. But still, what a fight, what a fish. I will take those anytime. Oh, there's another nice one. Well, not as big as that last one, but boy, he sure hit it like he was. This one's a real jumper too. Boy, this one's fighting just as hard as that last one. He's not even that big. Him in the net. All right. Another hungry smallmouth. Nice. There we go. That's a smaller one. I'll just pull him in here. This one does not require any special handling. There we go. Energetic little smallmouth. Oh, there we go. Little guy. Just come on up here, would you? I said, just come on up here. Hooked him right in the snoot. Oh my gosh. I was just letting it trail on the current because I was gonna walk over that way. This dude just smacked it. Smallest fish of the day by far. Wow. All right. There we go. He's not that big. Let's pull him on up here. All right, there we go. Bronze shining in the sun. I can't think of anything I would rather see. Sunset on the river. Bittersweet time of day. As beautiful as it is, it means it's time to go home. I had a really fun day out here on the river catching smallmouths on the fly rod. And I gotta say, for being run over, this thing seems to be holding up pretty well. Although I think I'm probably going to buy a replacement just to upgrade to something better and because I've never known any fishing pole to be quite the same after it's been run over by a car. So if you guys have any suggestions as to what I should get, just for reference, this is a 9-foot 5 weight, which I found to be a pretty good all-around size for you know, bass and trout and panfish. Just please bear in mind that I do have some budget constraints. You know, don't be like, oh, get a Garrison. Of course I'd love a Garrison. I'd also love to be able to pay off my mortgage. So please consider that in your suggestions as well. And who knows, maybe one of you will point me in the right direction and set me up with my latest fly rod. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.